Christmas morning. I have one complicated life, and Christmas is always the day that reminds me of that. I spend 2.5 hours roughly in the car on Christmas. I wake up, typically around 5. Those feelings that come along with Christmas. Yes, the gifts are exciting. One thing that makes it worth waking up early is my family and the food. Yes, even on Christmas, I'm not too excited to wake up early. I love opening presents at my house. I also love that this isn't the end of my day, this is only the beginning. By 7:30, it's off to my first stop of the day. Breakfast number 1 at my stepdad's parents' house. This one's probably the most interesting. Even though I've had to go on this stop at least 3 times, it's still unfamiliar. It's not exactly a stop I dislike, it's still new. A lot of food and people crowded in the kitchen. Smells like southern cooking. Loud conversations typically fill this room. I've seen these people before, but I don't know them. All 4 of my stepdad's siblings are here, and I stay close to the ones I know the best. It's our quickest stop of the day. We're out by 9. Back to our house to pick up presents for people at our next stop. It's now time for the 55-minute drive to Southern VT to my grandparents' house. This is probably the stop I'm most excited for. This is a stop that has the people I only get to see once or twice a year because they live out of state. My Aunt Joelle and Uncle Eric live in Connecticut. My Uncle Jared and Aunt Jen live in Long Island, New York. My Aunt Holly and Uncle Mario and Cousin Natalia live in Springfield, Missouri. When they come, it's always exciting. They only come to Vermont like every 4 years. We start by opening stockings, followed by breakfast number 2. The thing that other breakfast doesn't have to offer is the cinnamon buns. To most, this isn't a big deal. These cinnamon buns are filled with cinnamon, covered with icing, and are something I only get once a year. They are amazing. They're a big thing in this house. We have breakfast number 2, followed by opening presents, which can take a long time when you have anywhere to 6 to 16 people, depending on the year. We only open one gift at a time. We can all capture the expressions on people's faces and take pictures. Stop number 2 can be a long one, but it's also the people I don't get to see. Typically by 12:30 we're off to stop number 4. Another hour drive back to Wilson, to our longest stop. It's the one where there are the most people, at least 30. So many aunts, uncles, cousins, and random people that we call family. We have moved on to a different meal, thank goodness. There's only so many times you can handle eating breakfast before it gets old. And as if I haven't ate enough all day. Time for another meal. Luckily, I've been doing this pretty much all my life. I know that you have to eat a little at meal number 1 so you have enough room for cinnamon buns. After all the gifts at stop number 3 and driving, by this stop you will be hungry again. There's more gifts, lots of conversation, napping. We're out of there by 7 to 9.